Yes. So, like I said, that what is accounts? Sir, account is recording, summarizing, classifying, preparation of report, and communicating that report to the stakeholders. This is known as accounting. Okay, fine. So, kaise, how will we record? There is a method of recording the account. The method of recording account, or the technique, or the rules of recording account is this given in the box. Okay, you can see the box, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
this box says that the whole world is divided in asset, liability, expenses, and income. And these will, could everyone please mute because I'm giving a quick revision. Please mute. Yeah. So these asset, liability, income, expenses will either increase or decrease in the business because you are making an account for a business. Okay, we are making account for a business. So either this asset, liability, expenses, income will increase or decrease. Agar it is increasing, the rule is you debit it. Agar it is decreasing, the rule is you credit. Again, if the liability is increasing, the rule is you credit. The liability is decreasing, the rule is debit. Okay, if you can see liability and income, the rules are similar. Liability increases credit, income increases credit. Liability decreases debit, and income decreases debit. And the rule for asset and expenses are also similar. Okay, so in that way also you can memorize, but yes, it is compulsory for you to memorize it and learn it by heart. Ekdam, it should be like the moment you understand that asset is decreasing, debit should stuck in your mind. Okay, it's very, very important. Further, these financial transactions are classified and recorded in the following manner. How? In first, we actually record it in journal entry. Okay, is everyone there in the class?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And you can
Yes,
see,
sir.
you can see the board, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Uh, so first step of recording is journal entries. The second step is ledger. The third step is trial balance, and finally we will make the financial statement. And financial statement includes trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. I will explain everything to you one by one, step by step. But first, we have to record it in a journal entry first. Okay. So how do we record? The recording of the journal entry, there's a format. First, we have to learn the format. The format is we start with writing in the books of XYZ Limited. जो भी जिसका भी account we are making, we have to write the name of that company. Okay. So just there's no company, so I have written in the books of XYZ Limited. Okay. After that, immediately you write journal entries for the year ended. This date. Now, sir, why for the year ended? Because journal entry is made throughout the year. सारे साल का continuously बनते जाता है. Therefore, we record it or we write it journal entry made throughout the year for the year ended. Okay. Then we will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. The first column is for date, which is very small. Then the margin, the making of the column, you should leave gap as it is shown in the format itself, the proportion of the gap. Okay. Then you make a biggest column of particulars. Okay. Then you make a smallest column of ledger folio. What is a ledger folio? A ledger folio is a column whereby क्योंकि after recording into journal you record it into the ledger. Okay, after making journal you make the ledger, right? So these journal,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
one particular entry when it goes to ledger, हमको पता होना चाहिए, we should know that which ledger or which part it is being referred to. So that reference number is actually recorded over here. Okay, that reference number is recorded over here. Fine. So this is for ledger folio. Then there is two amount column of equal size. The first amount column is for debit, and the second amount column is for credit. Okay.
Credit.
We write amount and we write rupees. We give rupees symbol also. Okay. Then what we do? We first write the debit entry. You can see we write the debit entry first. And how do we write? We write whatever account it is, dash account debit, dash account debit, and we write the amount in the debit column itself. And then we go to the credit side because we, as per dual concept, it says that the account should be recorded, should be affecting two accounts. Okay. Or should be either giving or should be receiving, or you do one thing, you do debit and credit. Okay, should affect two accounts, either debit or credit simultaneously. So debit entry ho gaya upar mein. And then for the credit entry you give a gap and write two dash account, that is for credit entry, and credit entry ko credit amount mein dal dena. One thing you should be clear, that the amount that you have written on the debit side and on the credit side should be always equal. Excuse me. If I have written 500 here, there should be 500. which means that these two should be equal amount. Okay. Could anyone explain what is being? Darshan, could you explain what is being?
Sir, what is?
The summarization of the record. Summarize.
So what did you ask?
I asked what is this being?
Being.
Being जो लिखा है ना,
Okay,
what is
it is the narration,
Yes.
like just
Yeah.
simple English
Yes.
statement that what has been happened in the
It is the
previous transaction.
narration of what has happened in the transaction. The whole detail can be studied from this particular narration itself. Okay.
Yes.
So this is basically the format of accounting. Now, what is the technique of accounting? Sir, कैसे record करेंगे? Format तो बता दिया. ये debit कैसे कब होगा? Credit कब होगा? Sir, tell me. So there are various steps of recording. The first step is identify the account. So when you see a particular financial transaction, the first step is identify the account. Okay. Once you have identified the account, you classify that particular account into its nature, whether it is asset, whether it's liability, whether it is income or expenses. Okay. Suppose there is a financial transaction. Oh my God. Okay. Who is Osama bin Laden?
Again, sir. Again.
I'll show you the pic. I'll share you with the. I'll not allow him. Okay. Anyway, so the first step is identifying the accounts. Okay. The second one is once you have identified the accounts, you have to classify that accounts. Either that account is or that ledger is asset, liability, income, and expense. Once you have identified कि भैया ये asset है और ये income है, expenses है, you have to check whether this asset or expenses which is identified in step 2 is increasing or decreasing. Okay. And once you know whether it is increasing and decreasing, you can use this rules. Say if it is increasing, asset is increasing, debit, and expenses is increasing, expenses is decreasing, credit. समझ में आया?
Yes.
So you can this is the step of accounting. Okay. So we can I have given you some questions to solve, okay, which we have done in the previous class. So let us start. We have done number 1, right?
Second also done.
Second also done. So let us start with the third one. Okay, you'll read out the rule first, and then accordingly we will deal with the financial transaction. So this is a financial transaction number 3. Okay. So tell me, what are the accounts? That is the first step. Read out the first step.
First, accounting should be searched for. Identify the accounts.
Identify the accounts. Then identify the accounts. Which are the accounts in this
First one
transaction?
is cash.
Cash.
And the second one is fittings as purchase.
Fittings. क्योंकि fitting is asset.
Okay, asset. Yes, it is asset.
Second step.
Second step, classify the nature.
Classifying it.
Nature. So what is fittings?
Asset.
Asset.
And what is cash?
Asset.
Very good.
Asset.
Asset.
Both are
Okay. So, okay. One thing I should make it clear. Whatever we are writing, no. Whatever we are writing here, okay, this should be done in your mind. ऐसा नहीं है कि exam में भी ऐसे करोगे. Once you are through with it, you will become a pro. You will find this in your mind and you will solve. Okay, don't worry. Right now I am doing like this, circle करके लिख के. Okay. So first step is identifying the items. Second is classifying its natures. So I have classified. Third step.
Increasing or decreasing? What?
So furniture is
Credit or
increasing.
debit?
Furniture is increasing or decreasing? Shrishti.
Increasing.
Khushi.
No, sir, I'm not doing anything.
No. It is increasing or decreasing?
अरे यार.
भाई श्रेयांश बंद कर दो यार.
Shreyans, it is Shreyans. Shreyans, please don't do this again.
अरे.
Okay. It's
remove.
okay. Shreyans move. Okay. Fine, no problem. So after we have identified the nature, now tell me what is happening. Fittings is increasing or decreasing?
Check
Increasing.
whether it is
Increasing.
Increasing. Fitting तो increase, business में बढ़ रहा है ना fittings. Okay. Cash,
Yes.
Debit.
cash,
debit.
Cash.
Debit.
cash,
Decreasing.
cash decreasing. Because
Increasing.
how cash will increase?
Okay.
Decreasing.
Purchase कर रहे हो तो तुम you are going, you are
हाँ.
purchasing something, तो that person will give you cash also and fittings also to you.
No, sir.
आप
No, sorry,
आप
sir.
मेरे दुकान में आओगे परचेज करने तो मैं आपको फिटिंग्स भी दे दूंगा और कैश भी दे दूंगा क्या?
No, sir. God.
Okay. Now tell me, asset increases will be
Debit.
Debit.
and asset decreases will be
Credit.
Credit.
credit. Now Khushi and PU will tell me the journal entry. बताओ फटाफट journal entry बेटा. Tell me quickly.
Sir, I have done.
Yes, I know you have done. Do the next. If you're done, do the next.
Sir, I
Done.
want to see the name of the person. Can you please slide a little?
No. Tell me Khushi फटाफट बेटा. What will be the entry?
Sir, please show the question once.
Khushi, see, what is debited? Fittings is debited, right, Khushi?
Yes, sir.
Fitting account debit. And 2, what is credited? Cash. So we'll write cash. And how much is the amount?
800.
800 and 800. समझ में आया बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Clear everyone?
Being.
Understood? And being,
Yes,
we can,
sir.
and what will you write in the being? Being, fitting purchase
Purchase
for cash,
cash
rupees
worth
800.
rupees 800.
That's it. Khushi, understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you guys will again lead me to the next question. Lead me in the next one, Khushi and PU, so that I can understand कि तुम लोगों को समझ में आ गया. Otherwise, I'll explain again. Okay? It's not a punishment. Anyway, tell me, Khushi, what are the accounts that is affected in the question number 4? First step.
Sir, excuse me. Sir,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Sir, so
Yes,
Sir, do
yes.
you write debit as DR?
Yes, debit as DR.
Okay. Short form.
Yeah. See, we have done here, no? DR, CR.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sold goods to Chiranjeev rupees 200.
Bolo Khushi, what are the accounts that is affected? Sold goods for Chiranjeet to Chiranjeet. Khushi, PU.
Sir, sold and
Sold कैसे हो?
Okay. Darshan Kothari, you are there?
Yes, sir, he's there.
Darshan.
Hello.
Darshan, you have to participate.
Yes, sir.
Tell me
Yes, sir.
which account is affected in number 4?
Yes, sir. Wait, sir.
Khushi, you told sold. Okay, sold, fine. What else?
no, sir, I told sold.
Okay, PU, you said sold. Okay, fine. What is the second
Yeah.
account?
Chiranjeev.
Exactly, Chiranjeet. Fine. Now identify the nature. Sold means
Sir, how can so
Sold.
I'll come.
Okay.
words?
I'll come to that.
Words.
Good.
I'll come to that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This is income. Nature is income. Sales is income, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And Chiranjeet, what will be Chiranjeet? You are selling goods to Chiranjeet on cash or credit?
Cash.
Cash तो बोला नहीं है यहाँ पर. बोला है क्या cash? Paid,
Oh, sorry,
cash.
credit. Sorry,
Nice.
yeah.
So
No, sold. Good.
he'll become
Credit.
your asset.
Debit.
Data.
Asset.
He'll become your asset. Okay. Now third step. Tell me what is happening. Increasing, decreasing. What is increasing? What is decreasing?
Income is
Income is
increasing.
increasing
Very
and
good.
asset is decreasing.
नहीं एसेट भी तो बढ़ रहा है ना. अब मेरा एक नया डेटर हो
हाँ,
गया.
asset बढ़ रहा है.
अब एक नया बंदा आ गया मतलब मेरे को जिससे पैसा पाना है. एक नया बंदा आ गया. तो एसेट विल आल्सो इंक्रीज, राइट? PU?
Yeah, yes. Yes, sir.
Agreed. Darshan Kothari agreed. Khushi agreed. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Moment you
Sir,
are
नहीं sir. Instead of goods, sir. Sorry, sir. Instead of sold, it will be goods.
ha. Okay. I'll come to that. Keep that question with you, Kothari. Okay. Now the last step. Tell me what will be debited and what will be debited and what will be credited.
Income will be debited.
Debited and asset will be credited.
No, income will be
यहाँ घुस के
credited.
मारूंगा तुम
Income
लोग
will be
को.
credited. Income
Sorry,
will be credited
income
and
will be
asset will be
credited and
debited.
asset will be debited.
So
Sorry.
therefore, what will be the journal entry, guys? Tell me.
To first Charanjit account.
Yes.
Chiranjit account.
Charanjit account debit to
हाँ.
Yeah.
sales.
Okay.
Sales. Okay.
Now I'll answer Darshan's question. देखो जब purchase goods करते हो तो goods नहीं लिखते
Sir,
हो.
should we write that?
Wait. When we purchase good, please mute everyone. Yes, very good. When we purchase good, then we don't write goods. We write purchase. Similarly, when we sell goods, we don't write goods account. But rather, we will write sales account. Okay. For example, if sold building for rupees this much, तो क्या sales लिखोगे? Tell me now. It's a question to you guys.
So what?
Sold
Sir,
building.
can you repeat the question?
Yes, sold building for rupees 10,000. So it will be sales or what?
Yeah, sales.
No,
Yes, sir. Sir.
it will not be sales because building is not your goods. Building is asset. So
Asset.
you'll write building only. You'll not write
Okay.
sales. Understood?
Yes.
So
Okay,
goods,
that
whenever you buy goods, it's purchase. Whenever you sell goods, it's sales. Clear?
Yes.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
And what will be the amount?
1600.
1600.
1600. Okay. Darshan Kothari, clear?
Sir, I'm rejoining because due to some network issues, I'm unable to see your screen.
Okay. Rejoin. Send me a request. No problem. Okay. Next question. Tell me what are the accounts
Sir,
affected?
Sir, we
Sir,
need to
being we have
write
to
that.
write na.
Being you write it. Okay, I'll write
Being sold.
Tell me being
Sold. Sir, being
being
sold goods.
being good sold.
Acha, being goods sold worth rupees
Just a second,
1600
okay?
to Charanjit.
Just a second. हेलो क्लास में हूँ बाद में फोन करता हूँ. हाँ क्लास में बाद में फोन करता हूँ. ठीक है.
Hello.
ठीक है. Being goods
sold worth
Sold.
rupees 1600
sold
to
was
Charanjit.
rupees 1600
To Charanjit.
Charanjit.
Fine. ठीक है. Clear. आगे बढ़े.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You change the number, okay? This was number 4.
Yes, sir.
Now number 5, okay? Tell me. Identify
Okay, sir.
the ledgers or accounts affected. Number 5.
Manohar.
Manohar.
Manohar. Paid.
And cash. Paid नहीं होगा ना?
Manohar and cash.
I
Cash
said
is
ना
paid.
paid and received के बदले we will write cash. Okay?
Cash, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So Manohar and cash identified. Now tell me, identify the nature. Cash is
Yes,
Asset.
asset. And Manohar will be?
Asset.
Manohar will be asset.
No, liability.
Why liability?
हाँ,
Manohar.
No. हाँ, liability तो है.
Why?
Why?
Sir, because we have paid him.
Yes, किसको पे करोगे?
Yes, sir.
जिससे burden है ना?
Manohar.
Manu.
जिसको burden है ना, जो मेरा एक बोझ था, उसको मैंने पे करके खत्म कर दिया आज. तो बोझ मतलब burden मतलब liability.
Yes.
Manohar से मैंने कभी कुछ खरीदा होगा. You're getting my point? I must have purchased from
Yes,
Manohar
sir.
something in past, and now I'm paying him.
Past.
That means Manohar was my creditor.
Yes.
मैंने बोला था ना, debtors and creditors are very important.
Yes, sir.
It will haunt you again. So be very clear with debtor and creditor. Debtor is asset. Debtor अच्छा आदमी है, भला मानुस है. और creditor मतलब burden, परेशान करता है हमेशा. उसको पेमेंट करते हैं और डेटर से पैसा लेते हैं. Clear? So
Yes.
therefore Manohar से okay. We have paid to Manohar. So liability. Done. Nature. Done. Now third step. What is increasing? What is decreasing?
Liability is decreasing.
Asset is increasing.
Asset is increasing.
मारूंगा फिर से मारूंगा तुम लोगों को. Cash pay करोगे तुम लोग.
Liability will be
Cash.
increase and asset
Sir,
will
liability.
decrease.
Sir, both decreasing.
Yes. Cash pay. Cash you are paying cash. You are paying cash and you will increase. Your cash will increase. How is that possible?
Okay.
आप बिजनेस हो, आप
Sir.
किसी को पेमेंट कर रहे हो. वेट, आप बिजनेस, आप किसी को पेमेंट कर रहे हो. योर कैश विल इंक्रीज. टेल मी.
No.
No, right? It will
No.
decrease. It will decrease.
Yeah.
Now done. Now tell me debit and credit.
Liability is getting debited and asset is getting credited.
Credited.
So liability debited, asset credited. So tell me the entry
Credited.
now. Tell me the entry.
Manohar account.
Manohar
account.
account debited and to
Debited
To-
amount.
Who paid?
to cash, not paid.
To cash.
To cash. Sorry.
Cash.
Sorry.
And the item amount, sorry,
3,000.
3,000.
3,000.
3,000. Okay, PU clear,
Yes, sir.
Kushi clear,
Yes, sir.
Kothari clear,
Yes, sir.
and Jain clear,
Yes, sir.
and Srishti clear.
Yes, sir.
बाकी तो कोई है नहीं. और
Sir,
संकल्प,
sir,
संकल्प, संकल्प is just watching. No problem. Sankalp, I've recorded this for you. Okay, you can see that later. Fine. Yes, someone was asking. Someone was asking. Ask.
Sir, in narration will write being cash paid to
Being
Manohar
cash paid
rupees
to
3,000.
Manohar rupees 3,000.
3,000. Okay.
ठीक है? Clear?
Hmm.
Wait. Okay, very good. Fine. Good, Sankalp. So the next question, number 6. So number 6. फटाफट बोलो number 6.
Okay. 6 में
Question number 6.
Yes.
sir sold and
Vadva
Vadvaram. Vadvaram and sold.
Sold नहीं, sales. Sales
sales.
and
Vadvaram.
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 क्या नाम है? I'll keep my son's name. Okay. What is sales? What is sales?
Sales is income.
Sales is
Yeah,
income.
sales is income.
Income.
Yes,
Very good.
sir.
And Vadvaram?
Vadvaram
Liability.
is
No. Wait. Asset.
Asset.
No.
Asset. And what will
Asset.
Yes, sir.
what will be his name?
What will be his name?
His name
Asset
will
is
be
debtor.
Vadvaram.
Debtor.
Debitor नहीं. Dator. Not debitor. Okay. Dator. Fine. Now third step.
Data.
It's third step.
Income is increasing.
And dator is
It is increasing. 2 minutes, sir.
Sir, income is increasing.
हाँ कशिश क्लास में हूँ. मैं बाद में फोन करता हूँ तुमको. ठीक है? Yeah.
Income is increasing, sir.
Income is increasing and asset
Also
Asset will increase.
increasing. Okay. Now tell
Will
me.
increase.
Okay, both will increase.
Income is credited and asset is debited.
Very good.
Debited. Yes, sir.
And entry will be
Vadvaram account.
Account.
and
Debited.
to
To sales.
Two sales.
amount
Amount will be
Amount,
2,000.
2,000.
very good.
Sir, कितना easy है.
हाँ.
Okay, steps. Just remember the steps. Okay. Fine.
Being
Okay. Number 7 is a homework for you. It's a brainstorming one. दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. I want your दिमाग to be खराब. Okay.
अरे यार sir.
Tell me number
Sir,
8.
discount of rupees 60.
Yes, discount.
Sir, 2 है. Discount वाला 2 एक आप करा दो एक.
No, I'll not.
Yes, sir.
You'll do it. Number 7. Number 8.
Sir, C1 is received and second one is paid ना.
I will not discuss. I'll discuss tomorrow. अभी बोलो number 7, number 8. जय माता दी.
Yeah. Paid wages rupees 80. Wages.
So, wages and
Cash.
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 cash. So wages is
Yes, sir.
nature.
Wages will be
Expense.
expense.
And cash.
Asset.
Cash will be asset.
Now third step.
Expenses
Ah.
increasing.
Mm.
Asset is
Yeah,
decreasing. Asset is
decreasing.
decreasing.
Asset is increasing.
So,
Asset is increasing.
No,
No, decreasing.
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 ठीक है. अब now tell me debit and credit.
See,
Expense is debit.
expense is debited
debit.
and
And
asset is
asset is
credited.
credit.
So entry will be
Expenses को लिखेंगे हम wages, है ना?
yes.
Wages account.
Wages account.
Debit to
Sir, wages account ना?
yes. Wages account debit to
Wages account.
Debit to cash.
Debit to
Wages
Cash.
account.
debit
80
to
rupees.
expenses नहीं, क्या लिखना है? Cash.
cash.
To cash.
Amount.
Cash आएगा ना cash.
Amount.
हाँ.
80 rupees.
80.
80 rupees.
And what will it
80.
being wages
Being wages.
paid rupees 80.
80.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My God, I guess the class is over. No, 55. We have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. No problem. Let us continue. You
One
don't,
more.
Please.
you don't want to continue? Okay, then you'll do this as
Yes,
a
sir.
you'll do this as a homework.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no, sir. I want to do it. I want to do
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, do it then. Let's do it. Number 9. Okay.
कितना मजा आ रहा है.
Okay. Srishti will take rest. Srishti take rest. No problem.
No, sir.
Number 9.
What goods for cash to be fixed?
Wait.
Goods will be-
Goods and cash.
Wait, I'll crack one joke now. Looking at Srishti,
Okay, sir.
you remember Three Idiots movie?
Yes.
In that,
Yes, sir.
in that, when they saw the result, when Chatur was seeing the result, he was crying. And
Yes, sir.
when Raju and that boy was also sad after seeing the result.
Yes.
The result, they were sad because their friend come first. Same is with
हाँ.
Srishti. मैं नहीं पढ़ूंगी, ये लोग पढ़ लेगा तो.
Sir.
Okay, number 9.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
So, goods will be asset.
मारूंगा ना ऐसे घुस के ना मारूंगा ना गुड्स ऐसे बोलेगा तो परचेज
Goods will purchase. Bought goods.
हाँ,
Purchase.
shit.
Bought
shit,
goods
purchase.
purchased.
And 600 will be cash.
purchase and
Cash.
cash.
Cash will be
Yes.
asset.
Okay, now tell me what
Cash will be asset.
what is purchase? Cash is asset, fine, no problem. And what is purchase?
Purchase will be liability. Expense.
Expenses.
Expenses.
Okay, like
Got
sales
Expense.
sales is income. So sales का opposite तो purchase होता है ना? So purchase is expense. Okay, now tell me
Yes,
what is increasing, what is decreasing?
Expenses
Expenses
increasing.
Decreasing.
At asset is also नहीं पता मुझे decreasing.
No,
Decreasing.
decreasing.
Okay. Now tell me. Hello, can you hear me?
Expense is debited and asset is credited.
So expenses is
Yes.
debited
Bought.
Bought.
and not
Bought
bought.
account
Bought.
debited.
Purchase. Come on.
Sorry.
Goods.
Purchase. Purchase.
Purchase account debit
Purchase account debited.
to
To cash.
cash. An amount
600.
600
600. Now you will do your entry number 10 all by yourself. I give you 1 minute. 1 minute के पहले कोई answer नहीं देगा. Even if you're done.
Number
Okay,
10.
sir.
Number 10. Just do it. When I ask the answer,
Whole
only then you'll
goods to
say.
Ramesh rupees.
ए सृष्टि बोल मत. Word is sale.
Done.
Done. Wait.
Yes.
30 seconds left.
Done, sir. Done.
Wait.
So मेरा दिमाग खराब.
Khushi, you done?
Yes, sir.
Please, I'm not solving this one, sir. Please.
Okay, no problem. Okay, tell me the answer now.
Ramesh
good.
account.
Ramesh account
Account debited to sales. 34,000.
Ah.
No, sorry, 3,400.
Yes, Ramesh. The
3,000.
answer is Ramesh account debited to sales. Why Ramesh account is
sales.
debited?
Yes,
Because
sir.
Ramesh is a debtor, and debtor is an asset,
Yes, sir.
and asset is increasing, and
Yes,
sales is income. Income increases, credited. Okay. What will be the narration, guys?
Being sir, 1 minute. Being goods sold worth rupees 3,400.
Being goods sold to Ramesh or sold worth
हाँ.
400 to Ramesh. Ramesh का नाम जरूरी है
Yes,
because
sir.
it's on credit, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now do number 11 by yourself. Darshan, do it.
Okay.
Darshan, do
अरे कर रहे यार रुक पर
purchase goods from.
What is this area?
अरे
Sir, purchase goods. What is
ये
his
कैसा
name?
नाम है
Archuta.
पुरुषोत्तम नहीं
Purushottam.
Shottam.
Purchase.
ये कैसा नाम है? Idiots. Whatever is given, write that. वह कैसा नाम है?
Yes, sir.
Done.
Sir, done.
Done.
Yes,
Wait.
sir.
वेट सर वेट
Khushi done. You done.
Done.
Sir,
sir wait
done.
sir
Wait.
सर वेट प्लीज
Wait.
वेट
just a minute sir
Just a minute.
we'll write
Done. Khushi. PU.
yes sir
PU done.
yes
गया।
sir
Khushi done.
Yes, sir.
Khushi done.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Tell me the entry then.
Purchase
purchase
account
account
debited to Purushottam.
Purchase account debited to Purushottam. Okay.
2,600,
2600, 2600. And narration being
Being purchased to
Being
Purushottam for
purchased to
rupees
being
2,600.
goods purchased from Purushottam worth
worth rupees 2600
rupees 2600.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
okay
Now, if I
Yes, sir.
give
Yes,
you the
sir.
rest as an homework, can you do it?
Yes,
not
No.
sir.
sir not rest
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Sir, please
I'm
tell
100
12th
sir,
one.
जिसको
I'm
मन
damn
है
sure,
करेगा.
I'm damn sure
Listen, those who want to
Okay,
do,
sir.
those who want to do it. Those who do not want to do, try it tomorrow. Anyway, I'll solve from solve 7 and 12 to 20. I'll solve it again. No problem with that.
okay sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is all for today. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Okay,
Stay safe.
sir.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you sir
Bye, sir.
thank you
Yes, it's
sir
right. Bye. Thank you on the
Thank you,
screen.
Oh,
Bye, guys.
bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.